heights, show, show power through can woo people, make a phone call and change everything, show injustice through Emma daily struggles. This way, the stories stay emotional, not preachy. The second section can end with Emma closer to dangers than before, not destroyed but surrounded. His dream is still alive, maybe even brightening, but not to cost is clear. His friends are still with him, but trust is beginning to shake. His family still love him, but worry is growing. The upper world is opening a door, but the door may lead into a room of secrets. Ziyankar is full, still a home, but home is becoming heavier. This is the perfect place to leave the audience wanting more because everything is moving but nothing is safe. For a YouTube style script, the tone should tells viewers that Altı, Üstü, Istanbul is now entering its real test. The first part show us who Emir is. The second part should show us that why city wants from him. Istanbul is not only a place, it's the story. It is teach or test of characters. It asks Emir if has stay loyalty without staying trapped. It asks if can become successful without becoming cruel, if can love without feeling small. It asks if he can protect his friend without losing his futures. These questions make the drama bigger than one young man dreams. Emma's journey is not because she is fighting for something simple but hard to reach in life with dignity. He does not want to be breathing like someone from bottom. He does not want him addressed to titles. The worst, he does not want to family to live under fear forever. He does not want his friend to waste their youth is corner of the story that never skips back. His dream may be footballs, but the real dream is freedom, and freedom is the most expensive thing is Ziyankar's. As the story means toward the next episode, viewers should watch every smile carefully in a world like this. Not every smiles mean kindness. Some smiles hide plans, some efforts hides control, some promise hide betrayals. Emir may soon learn that the people who speak softly can be more dangerous than who shout. He may also learn that the people closest to him can hurt the most, not because they hate him but because they are also drawing. This is the environment trust of the series. Everyone is trying to breathe. This is their struggles to survive, but they pull each other under. The friendship group will likely fact seriously emotionally correct if correct fully yet, but the audience will should it. Maybe one friend start walking alone. Maybe another will hide money. Maybe someone will question our choices. Maybe jealousy will appear in a look before it appears in words. These small signs are important. The prepares the viewers for bigger pain. A stronger drama does not drop betrayal from the sky. It plants, it is glance, silence, and small lines. Emir loves life. If grows in this part, should bring both light and confusions. Love can give him hope outside the hard rules of Ziyankars. It can remind him that he is more than he is angers, more than his struggles. But love can also make him feel the distance between worlds. He may wonder if science truly loved or simply admired as someone different. He may fear becoming a story for someone else, a rough boy for a hard place who look exciting from far away. This fear can make his unfair, but this is not without reasons. People from painful world often fear begins misunderstood more than begin involved. The person who loves Emir must prove that the sees him fully, not only his talent, not only his courage, not only his pain, but also his faults, fears, and pride. Real love in the story should not be blind. It should see clearly and still stay, but staying will not be easy. Emir may push her away before she can leave. She may test her patience. She may hide trust. She may chooses his friend or family her his painful moment. It love is must understand this world, and he must stop using the world as a wall. The family story should also move toward deeper secret. A family never starts in the first episode. Every family carries years of choices before the audience arrive. Emir may slowly discover that some of his struggles are connected to all decisions made by adults. Maybe someone sacrificed something, maybe someone lied to protect him, maybe someone made a deal long ago that now returns like a shadow. This kind of secret can deepen the drama because they shown that the younger generation is fighting on empty ground. They are walking over bright history. Old history is dangerous because it changes how people understand the present. Emir may think an enemy hates from one reason. This that discover the real reasons is older. He may think his mother is simply worried, then learn she knows more than she says. He may think a powerful man wants to help him, when then learn that man has a connection to his family's pain. These discoveries can make the plot richer. They also make Emir's journey more personal. He is not only trying to create a future, he is also uncovering the trust of the past. Trust, however, can be cruel. Sometimes people ask for trust because they think it will free them, but trust can also break the peace they still have. Emir may demand answers and then wish he had not heard them. A friend may confess and destroy trust. A parents may reveal a sacrifice and make Emir feel guilty. A lover may speak honesty and creates distance in this story. Trust is necessary but is not gentle. It cuts before it heals. The second section should give the audience the feeling that Emir wants into a storm. With his eyes is open, he senses danger, but he does not yet know its full shape. This is realistic. Young people often feel something is wrong before they can explain it. Emir may feel watches. He may feel pushed. He may feel that every choice is being controlled by force around him. But because he is proud, he may not ask for help. He may decide the face storm alone. The choice can make him look strong, but it can also place him in greater dangers. The people who truly care about Emir may need to challenge him. Sport is may also soft. Sometimes love means saying you are wrong. A friend may need to all that he is becoming too angry. A mother may need to tell him that he cannot say everyone. A lover may need to tell him that trust cannot exist without honesty. Emir may not like these words, but he needs them in. Everyone only praises him if he falls faster. A hero needs people who can stand against him when he is about to destroy himself. At the same time, Emir must also learn that he cannot control everyone. He is painful for people who carry responsibility. He may think work harder, fights harder, and watches everyone closely. He can keep all loved ones safe, but people make their own choices. Friends can choose wrong, family members can hide trust, lovers can love, enemies can move in secret. Emma desire to protect everyone may protect a burden that breaks him. Part of growing up is accepting that love does not give total control. You can stand beside people, but you cannot lead their lives for them. The city will keep testing these lessons. Istanbul is the series is full of movement. People come and go, deals happen in corners, leave crossed by accident. One person's secret can enter another person's home. This makes the can feels alive and unpredictable. Emmer may think he understands his neighborhood, but the wider city may layers. The upper side, the lower side, and hidden side, the public side. Each layer has its own rules. Emmer may lust them quickly or to be swallowed by them. The best way of the section 2 is the end feeling of his rising tensions, not final answers. The viewer should feel that Emmer's dream is possible, but the road he becomes more dangerous. A new offers may stand before him. A friend may be hiding something, a family secret may be close to suffering, love may be opening his heart at the wrong time, Ziyankar may be tightening its grip. The audience should feel excited and worried together. This is the right emotions for Altı, Üstü, Istanbul in the larger meaning of the story. Emir represents every young person who has been told who has place. He represents the angers of being underestimated. He represents the hope of family that wants one while break the cycles. He represents the danger of carrying too much too early. He represents the beauty and pain of loyalty. His story is not only about becoming a football player, it is about asking whether a person can rise from a hard place without becoming hard is wrong way. This section showed that the real battles that began not loudly, not fully, not clearly, not dream has entered the fire. Ziyankar is no longer only his home, it is also the first fire home. His story is not about becoming a football player, it is about asking whether a person can rise from a hard place without becoming hard is wrong way. This section should that the real battles began not loudly, not fully, but clearly. Emmer Dreams has entered the fire. Ziyankar is no longer only his home, it is also the first wall that must claim. Istanbul is no longer only the city of dreams, it is also a city of dreams, secrets, and powers. His friends are no longer only his sport, they are also people with their fear and possible mistake. His family is no longer only his reasons to fight, it is also a place where old pain may be hidden. Love is no longer only comfort, it is also a mirror showing him what he does not understand about himself. This question now is not whether Emmer wants success. Everyone knows how to want these questions. A kind of success he will accept, he will excuse it will wrong hands. Will he accept hell? It means silence. Will he protect his dream in his friend? Fall into dangers? Will he choose his passion when pride demands action? These questions will shape him. A dream does not only show what a person wants, it shows who a person becomes while chasing it. Altı Üstü Istanbul has the chance to become a strong drama because it centers emotional trust. The story understands that poor young people do not only need money, they need respect, safe love, and future that does not feel stolen before it begins. Emmer's dream matters Because it is all of this, it wins. It will not be a sport victory. It will be a message to everyone who look at him, saw his own neighborhood. If he loses himself while winning, the story will feel empty. So the section seal Emmer at the dangerous point. He is still standing, he is still demanding, he is still people around him, but the air has changed. The city is watching him more closely. Ziyankar is holding him more tightly. The upper world is opening. That may not be safe. His friends are beginning to face choices they may devise them. His heart is being pulled by love, duty, and pride. Fears from here. Every step matters, and this is why viewers should keep these eyes on Emmer's smallest choice. This big fall of a character often begins with a small compromise. This big rise of a hero often begins with one moment of passion. Emmer is standing between both possibilities. He can become the young man who escaped Ziyankar with the soul still alive, or Han becomes another story people tell in him to neighborhood with sadness. The path is not decided yet. That uncertainty is power of the series. Used to Istanbul now feels like a story where hope is not soft, hope is dangerous. Hope makes Immer move, but it also makes enemies notice him. Hope gives his family strength, but it also makes them scared of disappointment. Hopes keep his friend alive, but it also makes creates jealousy. Hopes open love, but it also opens wound. In this world, hope is not simple light. It is a flame. It can guide Emmer through the dark, or it can burn everything it can carries it without care. Section 2, and with the blame still burning, with has not given up, he has not surrendered to the life other expect for him, but he is beginning to understand that rising is not only about talent, it is about wisdom, patience, trust, and knowing which hands are clear before you hold them. The next part of the story should push him even for futures, because the Ziyankar has already warned him on way. There may be no easy way out, but Emmer's heart still refuses to believe that Emmer is not at all. Section 3, secrets begin to move, and Emmer learns that trust can be more dangerous than hate. Üstü, Istanbul become more emotional when the story begins to move away from simple dream and enters the darker area of secret. In the beginning, Emmer dreams look clear. He wanted to play football, lies avoids he difficult life and give his family a better future. His friend wanted to future. His friend wanted to stand beside him. His neighborhood wanted to watch one of its own climb higher, and the audience could feel the hope around him. But now the story must show that dreams do not live alone. Around every dream there are fears like jealous hearts, old mounts, and people who smiles hiding another plan. This section of the story should make viewers feel that Emmer is still chasing the same future, but the road under his feet is no longer steady. Every person around him may be carrying something hidden, and every hidden thing are the power to change his life. Emmer starts his part with a heart that is already tried, even if he refuses to admit he has not given up. He is still. Altı, Üstü, Istanbul begins with hope, pain, and a city that does not forgive. Altı, Üstü, Istanbul start with a feeling that many people know very well. It is the feeling of standing in a big city and still feeling tough. Istanbul is shown as a place of beauty, noise, dream, and danger. Far from away, the city looks rich and shining. Its light can bring, its streets are full, and its buildings seem to touch the sky. But when the story comes, Closest to the ground reveals another Istanbul. We see people who wake up early, work hard, hide their pain, and still try to smile. This is the heart real of stories. It is not about one young man or one family. It is about a city where some people live above everything while others are crushed under the weight of life. The title it gives the feeling of two different worlds. This is an upper side and a lower side. There are people who have money, power, and choices. There are people who have dreams but very little chance to reach them. The show plays these two worlds against each other. It asks a simple but strong questions. What happens when you young people from the forgotten side of the city try to climb higher? Do they rise with clean hands, and does the city from the change? These questions become more painful because the people in the story are not evil. They are young, hopeful, angry, scared, or hungry for a better life. Their mistakes come from pressures. Their choices come from need. Their hearts will want good things, but the road in the front of them in full of trap. At the center of this world, Emir, he is not written like a perfect hero. He is a young man with fire inside him. He carries responsibility on his shoulders before he is even ready for it. His biggest dream is not only to become successfully for himself. His dream is to lift the people he loves. He wants his family to breathe. He wants his friend to stop living like every day in a fight for survival. He wants to prove that someone from his anchors can also win. This makes him easy to understand. Many viewers can connect with him because his dream is not selfish. He is chasing football, but behind that football dream there is a deeper wish. He wants respect, he wants safety, he wants a door to open. Ziyankar is more than a neighborhood in the story. It almost feels like a character. It hits its own smell, its own anger, its own humor, and its own roles. People there may not have much money, but they have memory. They know who belongs and who does not. They know which street are safe or which ones can swallow a person. The people of the Zinkers live close to each other, so nobody can fully hide. Pain becomes public, love becomes public, shame becomes public. If someone falls, everyone hears it. If someone rises, everyone watches. That makes the neighborhood warm and dangerous at the same time. It can protect you like a family, but it can also hold you like a prison. The first strong feeling in the series in hope. Emir and his friend believe that their lives can change. They joke, they run, they argue, and they dream like young people do. Their energy gives the story involvement even when their pockets are empty. Their hearts are not empty. They still imagine a better tomorrow. This hope is more important because it makes the coming pain heavier. If this character had to dream, the story would be simple, but because they dream so strongly, even threat feels personal. Every closed door hurts, every insult burns, every chance feels like life or death. The audience understand that for Emir, football is not a game, it is his escape route. The football our dreams gives Emir a clean path, at least at first. On the field, he can use his talent inside of his angers. He can run without being stopped by class, money, or family problem. The field becomes the one place where the rule seems fair. If he plays well, maybe someone will he sees. If someone sees him, maybe his life will change. But the series does not let his dream stay simple. In a world ruled by money and power, even talent is not always enough. A young man can be gifted and still be ignored. He can be honest and still be pushed aside. This is where the drama begins to grow. Emir's talent opens a door, but the city asks for a prize before he can enter. Around Emir, his friend at life, humors, loyalty, and dangers. They are not just background faces, they represent different way of surviving. One may try to laugh through pain, and other may hide fears behind angers, and other may dream quality because speaking too loudly feels risky. Their friendship is one of the emotional actors of the show. They are like brothers, not because life has been easy for them, but because life has forced them to stand together. In poor neighborhood, friendship can become a second family. Sometimes it is stronger than blood, but the same closeness can be create heavy pressure. If one person make a mistake, everyone may pay for it. This is the series does not treat friendship like a soft thing only. Friendship in Altı, Üstü, Istanbul is beautifully, but it also tested. When money enters the story, loyalty becomes harder. When love enters the story, jealous becomes sharper. When dangers enter the story, fear starts whisper in every ear. The question is not whether these friends love each other, they do. The question is whether love is enough when the outside world starts breaking them. A person can love his friend and still betray them in a weak moment. A person can promise loyalty and still chooses survival. When the pressures become too much, this gives the story is emotional strength. The series also uses Istanbul in a smart way. It does not show the city only a postcard. This is not only the Istanbul of bridge, seas and pretty light. This is also the Istanbul of back streets, broken houses, crowded room, update bills and silent mother. The city becomes divided. Avoid people may enjoy comfort and control. Below people fight for space. The same city hold both luxury and hungry. This contract creates tension. It reminds viewers that two people can live only a few kilometers apart and still live in completely different world. One person may worry about reputations while another worries about bread. One may hide secrets in a mansion while another side stares in a small room. The family side of a story is very important. Emir's dream is tied to family, and this makes his joys more emotional. When a young person is carrying family pain, every decision becomes heavier. He is not only thinking about himself, he is thinking about the people waiting at home. He is thinking about the one who sacrificed for him. He is thinking about the ones who believe in him, even when the world does not. That kind of love can make a person strong, but it can also make him desperate. If Emers feels like that football is the only way to save his family, then losing that chance may feel like losing everything. This is where the show becomes more than a youth drama. It became a story about pressures, the pressures of success, the pressure to provide, the pressure to be strong, the pressure to stay clean in a dirty system. Emir is not only fighting opponents on the field, he is fighting the fear that tells him boy for the neighborhood do not get happy ending. He is fighting the anger that rises when he sees rich people playing with chance that he would give anything to have. This inner fight makes him interesting. His biggest enemy may not be another person, it may be the anger growing inside him. In the final part of the story, viewers can feel that dangers in already closed. It may not always appear loudly. Sometimes dangers come as a small favor. Sometimes it comes as a person offers help with a small smile. Sometimes it comes a shortcut that looks harmless. This is one of the most realistic part of the such stories. Young people do not always fall because they want crime or darkness. Sometimes they fall because someone offers them a way out when nobody else does. The city creates the wound, but they have the friend and standing exactly that dangerous line that perhaps connected to Ziyonkar's that living may not be easy. Give the story darkest edge. It suggests that connect to Ziyankars that live may not be easy. Give the story a darker edge. It suggests that his neighborhood it is not a just place on a map. It is a system. When you are born there, peoples may accept you stay there. If you try to leave, the past follow you. If you try to rise, someone pulls you down. If you try to be different, others remind you where you came from. This is a powerful idea. May people feel trapped by their background. The series turns that feeling into drama. The youngers may be home, but it may also be a cage. The show emotional power else comes from the way it mixes youth with harsh reality. Emir and his friend are still young enough to dream loudly, but he treats them like grown men. They are expected to be brave, useful, and responsible. They are not given much space to be weak. This creates a sad contrast. They love boys, but they carry burdens like fathers. They cage love, but danger stand brides them. They want simple happiness, but their world makes everything complicated. This balance can make the audience care deeply because the characters are not chasing luxury for fun, they are chasing a chance to live without fear. Love is the kind of story is never only romantic. It becomes another battlefield when people from different worlds meet. Love can feel like hope, but it can also expose every difference. A rich person can say love is enough because they have safely behind them. A poor person's no love may not pay debt or stop danger. This does not make love weak, it makes love painful. In Altı, Üstü, Istanbul, romance can open the heart of the story, but it can also create conflict. If Emir loves someone connected to a higher world, that love may show him what he does not have. It may feel smaller, angers, or more determined. The series seems ready to explore class difference through emotions, not only through speeches. That is the best way to tell such a story. Instead of simply saying rich people are powerful and poor people suffer, the drama show how power enters daily life. It enters through who gets believed, who gets punished, who gets protected, and who gets used. It enters through opportunities that some people receive easily while others must fight them. It enters through shame, pride, and silence. When a person from Ziyankar stands in a rich place, he may feel judged before he even speaks. That feeling can break a person or push him to prove everyone wrong. Emir's pride is likely to be one of the strongest and most dangerous qualities. Pride can protect dignity, but it can also to be bad choice when someone has been looked down on the years. Even a small insult can feel huge. Emir may not accept humiliation easily. This makes him brave, but it also makes him valuable. People who understand his pride can control him, they can provoke him, they can push him into fight, they can make him choose anger over passion. In this way, the story can show how poverty does not only take money from people, it is also wounds their sense of self. The first episode worked as the door into the world. It introduced the main dream, the neighborhood, the emotional ties, and the coming conflict. It does not need to answer every question immediately. A good opening episode should make the audience feel the world and worry about the characters. Altı, Üstü, Istanbul does this by giving Emir a dream worth caring about and a life full of obstacles. When see that he is not alone, but he was also sees that his support system may not be enough. His friends love him, but they have their own weakness. His family may believe in him, but belief cannot stop every storm. The story begins with hope, yet the shadow of troubles is already moving. One of the strongest ideas in the opening is that dream can be both light and burdens. Emma dreams give him energy, but it also puts pressure on him. Every who believes in him becomes another person's. He cannot fail. Every person who doubts him becomes another reason he must win. This can create a dangerous mindset when a dream becomes the only door a person may become willing to break himself trying to open it. The series sees to understand this. It does not show ambition and a simple good thing. Ambitions can save a person, but it can also burn him from the inside. The rich side of the story is also important because it is also not just there for contract. The upper world brings its own secrets. People who with money may look calm, but their lives are not always peaceful. These problems are different, but they can will be ugly. Power creates fear in another way. People at the top may fear losing status, losing control, or having their hidden trust exposed. When these two worlds touches, both sides become dangerous for each other. The poor may want access to money and opportunity. The rich may want to use the energy, talent of loyalty of those below them. This meeting point is where betrayal can grow. Betrayal is one of the key themes that the series places near the heart of the story. But betrayal does not always begin as a clear evil act. Sometimes betrayals begin with one secret, one line, one small deal made without telling the others. One moment where someone says, I had no choices, that make the theme more human. A friend may betray another friend, still loving him. A family members may hide the trust to protect someone and up hurting them more. A powerful person may pretend to help while planning to control. In a story like this, betrayal is not only a twist, it is a test of characters. The coming second episode is important because it can turn the opening tension into bigger actions. After the first episode introduces the world, the next step must show consequence. The audience will want to know how Emir Dream will move forward, will stand with him, and those will become threat. The promo energy suggests that Ziyankar itself will become more intense. The neighborhood may not let its people go quietly. If Emir tries to rise, he may face resistance not only from outside Emir but from the place that raised him. This creates a painful conflict. How do you leave home without betraying it? How do you grow without losing your roots? This is a strong question for Emir. If he succeeds, people may celebrate him, but they may also change toward him. Some may be proud, some may feel jealous, some may think he owns them, some may try to use his success A young man from a poor neighborhood often carries everyone's expectations. If he wins, others may accept him to save them too. If he fails, they may say the news it would happen. This is not easy to carry. Emir football's dream may start as his personal hope, but it belongs to many people around him. That makes success sweeter and failures more painful. The Ken show also becomes powerful by showing the woman in the story with depth. In many neighborhood dreams, women are often shown only as mothers, loves, or victims, but a strong series gives the own inner live the moment around Emmer like carry silent strength. They may be the one who keep families together. When men lose control, they seize dangers earlier because they have learned to read people carefully. They may carry secrets that can change everything. Their pain may be quieter but not smaller. If Altı, Üstü, Istanbul give the female characters strong voices, the story will become richer and more emotional. A mother is such a story can be one of the most painful figures. She may want her son to rise, but she may fear the price of that rise. She may push him to chase his dream, then hope sleep because she knows the city is cruel. She may hide her own suffering so he can keep going. This kind of love is powerful because it is not dramatic, it is a loud way. It is found in a small actions, a plate of food saved for someone, a varied look from a doorway, a prayer spoken in silence. A mother's hope can lift embers, but the fear can also show viewers how dangerous his road is. The father figure, if present or absent, also shape Emir's journey. A father can be a source of strength, pressures, disappointment, or mystery. If Emir feels the must become the man of the house, that role may make him grow too fast. If there is a broken father-son wound in the background, it can explain his anger and hunger for respect. Even if series does not focus only on this, the idea of masculine pressure is clear. Young man is hard, neighborhood are softened through not to cry. Not to bend or not to be shown fear, but the heart does not become lighter just because a person hides his pain. This is why Emir's emotional journey matters as such as his outer journey. Winning a football chance is one thing, learning how to carry pain without destroying himself is another. The best drama are not only about what happened to the hero, they are about what the hero becomes. Will Emir become strong without becoming cruel? Will he protect his loved one without controlling them? Will he accept help or will pride push him away from the people who care? Will he stay honest if dishonesty gives faster result? These questions can keep the audience connected across many episodes. The friend around him also becomes mirror of possible future. One friend may show what happens when angers win, and other may show what happens when fears him, and other may show the cost of loyalty, and other may dream of love, money, or escape in a different way. Together they create a circle of choice. This is good storyline because the main characters does not have to carry every theme alone. Through the group, the show can explore different reactions to the same involvement. One person may try to lead through sport, and other through illegal work, and other through romance, and other through silence. Each path says something about Ziyankar, The neighborhood older generations may also play on important roles. Older people in such stories after carries memory. They can all be tried, all ups and all down. They may warm the young, but the young may not listen. This creates a natural conflict between experience and impatient. And this is different. Want change now. The older people may know that fast change can be dangerous, but the older generations may also be part of the problems. Sometimes they are used to be survivals that they no longer believe in escape. They may cause dreams foolish because their own dreams was broken. This can hurt the young deeply. Powerful outsiders are another major threat. When people from above look at Ziyankars, they may not see human beings. They may see useful bodies, cheap laborers, loyal fighters, or problem to be removed. This is where the series can become sharp. The real villain not be used only bad persons. The real villain may be a system that turns poor people into trolls. Someone like Emir can be praised for the talent one day and throw away the next in his top being useful. This kind of danger is colder than street violence because it comes with smiles, offers, and clean clothes. The first sections of the story therefore feel like the step up for a colonized Emir's world and the upper world are moving toward each other. The meeting will not be gentle. When dreams rise from below, the people above may feel disturbed. When why money comes close to hunger, temptations become strong. When love crosses class lines, families may panic. When secrets travels between neighborhoods and rich circles, nobody stays safe. Altı, Üstü, Istanbul has all the pieces for a drama where every choice opens another wound. This is why the opening matters. It plants emotional seeds that can grow into major conflict. The title can also be understood in another way. Altı, Üstü in daily speech can mean something small like saying it is only this or it is just that. But there the praise carries irony. Nothing is the story small. A small line can destroy trust. A small chance can change a life. A small insult can start a fight. A small can dreams challenge our whole system. The titles plays with the idea that people may not too poor live and says that they are ordinary, but inside those lives there are deep storm. What looks simple from outside is huge for a people living it. The show style appears to aim for emotional realism. It is dramatic from the dream. It is dramatic, but the feelings can from situations viewers can understand. Waiting to help your family is real. Feeling tracked by your neighborhood is real. Being judged because of where you come from is real. Watching rich people receive respect while poor people must beg for its real. Loving your friend but fearing their choices is real. These realisms make the drama stronger even if some event become big and shocking. The emotional base remains familiar. Viewers do not need to live in Ziyankar to understand Emir huge for a better life. The script of the series also seems built around contracts, light and dark, youth and dangers, love and betrayals, family and ambitions, home and prisons, talent and corruption. These contracts are useful because they can every scene alive. They keep every scene alive. When Emir smiles, We still feel the dangers near him when the neighborhood looks warm. We remember it can also trap him. We are opportunity appeared. We wonders what it will cost. This kind of layer storyline make the audience stay alert. Nothing is only happy, nothing is only sad. Every good things carry a shadow, and every painful things may hide a lesson. A strong point in a story is that it does not need to rush into huge twists to be interesting. The emotional situation is already tense. A young man with a dream, a poor neighborhood with pride, powerful people with hidden plans, friend who may break up under pressure, and a city divided by class. These elements are enough to create deep drama. It handles carefully. The best moment may comes from simple sense friend who may breaks under pressure and a city divided by class. These elements are enough to create deep drama if handled carefully. The best moment may come from simple scenes. Emma sitting alone after a hard day, a friend avoiding his eyes because he has lied, a mother pretending not to worry, a rich person speaking kindly but looking down on him. These small scenes can hit harder than loud fighters. The first episode also give the audience a reasons to ask what kind of Aman will become. This is more important than asking only whether he will success. Success can mean many things. If he becomes a football star but loses his soul in that victory, if saves his family but destroy his friend in that victory, if escape his uncles but feels empty. Is that freedom? The show has a chance to explore these questions slowly. Emmer's journey should not be measured only by money or fame. It should be measured by what remains of his heart when the city finished tested him. This series can also connect it with viewers because it speaks to a common fears among young people. The fear of being stuck. Many people know the pain of feeling that life has already decided their place. They may have talent but not sports. They may have dreams but no money. They may have courage but no connections. Altı, Üstü, Istanbul's burns turn this feeling into a story. Emir is fighting against the idea that his address defines his future. This is why his struggles can feel inspiring even when the story is dark. They represent the voice that says, I was born here, but I do not have to end here. But the show also warns that escape is not simple. Leaving a hard place can create guilt. If Emma rises, what happens to the friend who cannot rise with them? What happened to the family still living with old problems? What happens to the neighborhood that shaped him? Success can create distance. People may say he changed, maybe he must change to survive. This is a painful trust. Growth often requires leaving something behind, but leaving can feel like betrayal. The series can create strong emotional scenes from the tensions. The second episode may be by the showing the cost of first choice. The audience has now enters Ziyankar. They know Amar dreams, they know dangers is coming. Now the story must begin tightening the circles. A new offer may appear, a new enemy may show his face. A friend may make a mistake, a family secret may begin to surface, our romantic connections may become more complicated. Whatever's happen, that important thing is that Emers should feel less fear-free than before. The best second episode do not only continue the story, they make the strap clear. The show biggest emotional weapons may be the biggest emotional weapons loyalty. Emmer loyalty to his family, to the friend and his neighborhood can make viewers love him, but the same loyalty may pull him in a different directions. His family may need one thing, his friend may demand another, his dream may require a third path. When these loyalty clash, Emmer will have to choose. That is where characters is revealed. It is easy to be loyal when everyone wants the same thing. It is much harder when saving one person's harder means hurting and others. Altı, Üstü, Istanbul seem ready to place Emir in exactly those painful situations. Money will likely become one of the strongest forces in the story. Money is never just in the story, money is never just paper in dramas. Like this, it is freedom, medicine, rest, respect, power, and dangers. For power, people who do not have not money can look like rescue. For people who have too much, its money can become a weapon. When Emir and his friend face money, they are not only facing greed, they are facing need. They make their choices morally complicated. A poor person taking a risky shortcut is not the same as a rich person playing games for fun. The series can show this difference without excusing every mistake. Betrayal connected to money can be easily painful. It can friend accept more from the wrong persons. The whole group may suffer if someone hides an ideal because he thinks it keeps help. Everyone trust can still break. Poor people often cannot afford mistake. One wrong move can bring police debt, violence, or shame. This means every choice in the story carries heavy weight. The audience will watch only the show what happened, but the see who can stay honest when honesty becomes expensive. The emotional world of Altı, Üstü, Istanbul also depends on silence. In many families and neighborhoods, people do not say everything they feel. They swallow pain, they hide fear, they avoid difficult trust. This silence can protect people for a while, but it also creates distance. Emir may not tell his family how such he is. His friend may not admit when they are jealous. A mother may not speak about old wounds. Our lovers may not reveal the real reasons for our decisions. These silence can become bomb when they finally explode. The dangers may be huge. The series has room from strong moral conflict because nobody has to fully good or fully bad. Our characters can do or bad things for our reasons we understand, and others can offer but accept control in return. A friend can be loyal in one moment and weak in the next. This gray area is where good drama leaves it. Every villain is obvious. The story becomes easy if it dangers become people the characters trust. The audience feels more tension. Ziyankar is a place where everyone knows everyone, so betrayal from inside can hurt from than an attack for outside. The upper class characters can also be written with layers. It would be too simple to make them all cold and cruel. Some may truly want to them, but their help may still carry blind spots. They may not understand what poverty does not pride. They may think opportunity is easy because it was easy for them. They may love someone from below but still expect that persons to just their world. This can create emotional conflict without making anyone cartoonish. Class difference is not only about money, it is about habit, occupations, language, confidence, and who feels allowed to take place. Emma journey through species these world can create. Money's strong sense image him entering a rich space for the first time and feeling every eyes on him, image him trying to act calm while his clothes, speech and anger's mark as a different image, someone praising his talent but speaking to him like a project. Not a person. This moment can show class without long explanations. The audience can feel the humiliations. They can feel also Emmer's desire to prove himself. This desire may push him to success, but it may push also him into dangerous pride. The shown name World and World First update suggests a story that wants to be both emotional and social. It is not just asking who loves whom or who betrayals whom, it is asking why betrayals happen in the first place. It is asking why some young people feel they must fight twice as hard to be seen. It is asking how a city can be beautiful for some and brutal for others. This gives the drama a larger meaning. Viewers can enjoy the characters and twists, but they can also think but the real world behind the fictions. The early rating attention shows that the series has already created security. That matters because a story like this needs viewers to care quickly. The opening episode had the job of pulling people into Ziyankars and making them want to return. The coming episode must now build on that curiosity. They need to give Emma genre clear directions, deepen the friend group, reveal the powerful forces around them, and keep the emotional stakes high. If a series does this well, if it can become more than a summer drama, it can become a story people discuss because they recognize pieces of real life inside it. For a YouTube style explanations, the main point of section 1 is this: Altı, Üstü, Istanbul is beginning as a story of dreams. Under pressures, Emir footballs dream in the bright surface, but under it's their family pain, class struggles, neighborhood loyalty, and the danger of shortcut. Ziyankar is not only the place he comes from, it is where the carries. Istanbul is not only the city around him, it is the machines testing him. The first episode opened the door, while the second episode looked ready to show that when the doors open, the road may be more dangerous than expected. What makes Emir interesting is that he does not want to destroy the world. He wants to survive it. He wants a better life without losing the people who made him who he is. But the tragedy of many stories like this is that survival itself can change a person. When life keeps pushing someone into corners, he may start making choices by one's hated. This is here hanging over Emers. Will he stay the same in the city offers him success with conditions? Will he know when help is actually a trap? Will he understand that not every open door leads to freedom? The friendship growth will likely be the emotional test of the series. Viewers will watch their jokes, fights, promises, and mistakes. They will want them to stay before together because their bonds feel one like of the few pure thing is their world. But drama live in breaking what people want to protect. If one friend begins drifting toward dangers, Emma may have to choose between loyalty and trust. If another feels left behind, jealousy may grow. Its success touches only one of them. The balance can break. This is realistic. Poverty can make friendship strong, but opportunity can make friendship complicated. The neighborhood itself may react to Emma rise in mixed way. Some people see him a hope, others may see him as a reminders of their own failures. Some may want to protect him, others may want to awe him. In palace where opportunity is rare, a talented young persons can become everyone dream and everyone target. Amar may feel loved and trapped by the same peoples. This emotional conflict can give the series great depth. Home is not simple. Home can be warmth, memory, duty, shame, and fear at all once. The show also has a strong chance to explore the idea of reputations. In a close neighborhood, reputations can be everything. One rumors can change how people look at you. One mistake can follow you for years. For young men like Emmer and his friend, reputations may become tied to pride and masculinity. They may feel they must answer every insult. They may fear looking weak more than getting hurt. This creates dangers because powerful people can use reputations against them. A person who cannot walk away from disrespect is easy to control. Emmer football talent may become his way out, but it may also bring enemies. Talent creates attention, and attention creates pressures. If he starts moving towards success, people who ignored him may suddenly appear. Some will come with real sport, others will come with hidden plans. The difficult part of the Emmers will be knowing the difference when you have been waiting for one chance your whole life. He is hard. The questions persons offer it. This is how the series can build suspense. The audience may seize dangers before Emma sees it, and that creates very romance can add another emotional layers because love often makes people brave and foolish at the same time. If Emers fall off someone from a different world, that love may challenge him. It may make him image a life beyond the Ziyankars, but it may also expose him to judgment. The person he loves may not fully understand what he carries. Their families or communities may resist. Love may become a pride, but bridge can break if both sides do not carry the same weight in the story. Love will probably not be easy. It will force characters to face who they are, they where belongs. The series can also use visuals. Contract a strength is meaning. The narrations of Ziyankars can feel alive, crowded or loud. The laughter can feel open, clean, and cold. This difference can show how space itself changes people. In a poor area, everyone is close and privacy is rare. In a rich area, people have big room but many feels emotionally distant. This contract can be powerful. It useful. Well, it can show that poverty and wealth both shape human behavior but not in the same way. One important thing about the story is that should not turn Ziyankar only into a place of sadness. The neighborhood must also have homers, love, music, food, noise, and small joy. This makes the pain more real. Poor communities are not only suffering, they are full of life. People laugh even when they are tried. They help each others even when they have littles. They celebrate small wins because big wins are rare. If the series shows this balance, viewers will care more. They will not see the anchors only as a problem. They will see it as a living place worth understanding. The first sections of this script should make clear that Altı, Üstü, Istanbul is not only selling action or romance, it is selling emotionals. The main hook in the pressures between a young man, hope, and a city security. Emir stands at the point where dreams meet reality. His talent give him a chance, but him world give him problem. This friend give him loyal love, but they may also pull him into troubles. His family give his purpose, but that purpose may becomes too heavy. The upper world give him temptations, but not always. Respect every part of his life, push him in different directions as the story moving forward. Viewers should watch carefully for their things. First, would truly believe in Emir without wanting to use him. Second, which friend will be first to crack under pressures. Third, what price will the city demand for Emir's dream? These questions can guide the audience through the coming episode. They are simple but they carry emotional weight in a story about power, money, and betrayal. Trust become the most valuable thing. Once trust breaks, even success can feel empty. Episode 2 is likely to matter because it rivals after the audience has already seen the foundations. Now the show must raise the dangers. The promo message around the anchors suggests that the neighborhood's grip will become stronger. This means Emir may realize that wanting to leave is not enough. He must fight old rules, hidden enemies, and maybe even people he loves. The second episode may show whether the series will focus more on street tensions, family drama, romance, or all them together. For now, the safest expectations is that Emir's path will become his, less innocent and more dangerous. The beauty of this kind of drama is that every viewer may choose a different characters to understand. Some will themselves in ambitions, some will understand the mother's fears, come connect with the friend who hides pain behind jokes. Some will recognize the person who make one had choices because life gives no good options. This wide emotional reach can help the show group. It is not only about plot twist, it is about people trying to survive a world that keep testing them. Altı, Üstü, Istanbul begin with a city split in two, but the real split is inside the characters. They are torn between hope and dangers, loyalty and ambitions, love and pride, honesty and survival. Emir is the clearest example of this split. He wants to rise, but he does not want to see himself. He wants to protect everyone, but he may not be able to protect even his own heart. He wants a clean road, but the city man only offers dirty shortcuts. This is his story. his warmth falling. His dream is bright, but the road around it is dark. In the second section of this story is about the beginning of a battles, not a battles with sword or guns, but a battles for futures, dignity and identity. Emir and his friend are standing at the edge of chance. Behind them is Ziyankar with all its love and pain. In front of them, Istanbul with beauty and purity. Above them are people with money and power. Under them is the ground that raised them. The question is not only whether they can climb, the question is what will happen to them while they are climbing. Alti to Istanbul has started by giving viewers a hero with a dream, a neighborhood with a soul, and a city full of dangers. The latest update with the second episode coming after the premiere make the story feel fresh and active. Now the audience is waiting to see what the city will do next. Will Emir's football dream become his escape, or will it become the reason's enemies noticed him? Will his friends stay beside him, or will pressure divide them? Will love soften his path or make everything harder? These questions are the engine of the series. For now, one thing is clear. Ziyankar is not place. People live easily. Emers may run fast on the football fields, but running away from the past is different. The streets that raised him know his name. The people who love him and need him, the people who fear his rise may try to stop him, and the city above him is watching. That is why Altı, Üstü, Istanbul feels like a story where every dreams come from a warning. Hope in alive, but danger is walking right beside it. Section 1 ends here at the point where Emir's journey is only beginning, and Istanbul is ready to test him a way you cannot yet imagine. Section 2 Emir dream entered the fire of Ziyankar. Altı, Üstü, Istanbul becomes stronger when the storm moves deeper into Emir's life, because Emir is not only a young football player with a dream. He is a young man standing between two worlds that both want something from him. One world is that of Ziyankar, the place where he was raised, the place where his friend, who his face, his family carries all pain, and every street has a memory. The other world is that wider Istanbul, the bright city that seems to promise success, fame, money, and freedom. But between them two worlds there is no clear bound. Hidden trap are people who do not want him to move forward. The second part of the story should begins with Emir's feeling the pressure of everything that happens around him. In the first opening of the series, he saw his hope, his anger, and his pupil, and his desire to leave the hard life behind. Now that the audience understand his dream, the story must begin to test that dream. Our dream is easy to speak about when it's still from away. It becomes harder when the world start asking but you are ready to lose for it. Emir may say that he wants to play football, become successful, and change his family life, but life will not give from the chance for free. Ziyankar did not let people walk out with clean shoes. Istanbul does open its gate without first looking into a person's weekends. Emir's biggest problem is not that He lacked talent. His problem is that talent alone is never enough. In a city where connections, money, and powers can decide, may think before the game even belongs on the football fields. Emir can run faster, fight harder, and show his skills, but outside the fields, different roles are waiting for him. Outside the field, someone may decide who gets seized and who stay invisible. Someone may decide whose mistake is forgive and whose mistake becomes a life sentence. This is the unfairness that makes Emir angry. He knows he has something special inside him, but he also knows that most talented people from poor street despairs from anyone's give them a chance. This anger can become his cruel, but it can become his dangers. Emir fire make him brave. It pushes him to keep going when others would give up. It gives him the strength to protect his friend and speak against disrespect. But the same fire can blind him. A person who has been hurt by life may start seeing every warning as an insult. He may think every careful voice is trying to stop him. He may refuse to help because help feels like pity. Emir pride is understandable, but pride can be used again. Him a clever enemy does not always attack a strong person directly. Sometimes the enemy only need to touch his pride and wait for him to mistake the wrong move. Ziyankar is the kind of place where pride matters. People may have not much money, but they have their name, their courage, and their place in the neighborhood. If someone disrespects them, they feel they must answer. If they stay silent, others may call them weak. This rule is not written anywhere, but everyone understands it. Emir has grown up inside these rules. He knows the language of the street. He knows when a smile is fake, when a silence means danger, and when a small argument can become something bigger. But knowing the street does not always protect a person. Sometimes it makes him believe can handle every danger alone. This is where Emir friend becomes important. They are not only people who laughed with him, they are also his mirror. Each friend shows a different side of survival. One friend may believe his loyalty about everything, and others may believe money is the only answer, and other may hide pain behind jokes, and others may act fearless because he is actually scared. Together they create a full picture of young people trying to stay alive in a place that gives them very little room to breathe. Their friendship is real, but real friendship is not always peaceful. The close people are the most easily they can hurt each other. Strangers can betray you and you may move on. A friend betrays you and something inside you breaks. The second section should make viewers feel that the friend can starting to face different road when they're younger. Maybe their dreams look similar. They are wanted better state. They are wanted to escape The feeling of battles wanted escape feeling began stuck. But also life becomes more serious. Each one starts choosing a different method. Emir wants the football field to save him, and others may want fast money, and others may want love to save him. And other may think that power is the only language people respect. These different choices can slowly create distance between them. At first, the distance may be small, a missed meeting, a secret phone call, a lie told to avoid an argument. But small cracks can become deep breaks. The strongest part of this kind of story is that audience should not immediately hate the persons who make a mistake. If a friend accepts help from a dangerous person, maybe he does it because he is desperate. If someone hides the trust from Evans, maybe he thinks he is protecting him. If someone becomes jealous, he feels Amar's talent, maybe it because he feels forgotten by life. This is what the make drama. Humans people do not always betray because they are evil. Sometimes they betray because they are weak, afraid, jealous, or tried. And in a hair neighborhood, weakness can become very expensive. Emma dreams place him at the center of the group, even if he does not ask for that. When one person in a poor group has a clear path upward, everyone starts looking at him. He's differently. Him look at hope. Some look with love, some look with fear, some look with silent jealousy. Amar may not silence this at first because he is focused on his own fight, but his success or futures failures can change his feeling around him. A friend may be proud of him and still feel pain when Amar gets a chance that he does not get. Another may tell himself that Amar's success is everyone's success, but deep inside he may wonder why life chose Amar and not him. These feelings are dangerous because they are hard to admit. Ziyankar itself can become jealous of Amar's. They may sound strange, but as a neighborhood can act like a person. A neighborhood can you love and still pull you back. It can say go and become great. But when you actually start living, it may say do not forget who are you. At first this sound fair. No one should forget their root, but sometimes this sentence become a chain. It means do not become different, do not rise too high, do not make useful small, do not remind us that why stayed here. Emir may feel this chain more and more as dream becomes real. He may start asking himself whether success means leaving people behind and whether staying loyal means staying trapped. These emotional pressures can be stronger than any outside enemy. A rich man can insult Emir and Emir can fight back. A coach can ignore him and Emir can try harder, but when the pressures come from home, it hurts differently. It has family needs him. Can he leave if his friends are in troubles? Can he focus on football? If someone from Ziyankar calls him selfish, can we ignore it? The biggest fight for Emers may not happen on the street, on the field. It may happen inside his heart, where love and ambitions begins to pull in opposite directions. The family side of Emmer's story should grow deeper. Here, a family can be a shelter, but it can also be a heavy responsibility. Emmer may look at him home and sees every reason be much success. Maybe he sees tried faces up unpaid problem, quiet sacrifice and dream that were born long before he was born. This kind of home teaches a young persons to grow up too early. He stop asking what he wants and start asking what everyone needs. This is noble, but it is also painful when a young person carries a whole family hope. He may forget that he is allowed to be scared. A mother's worry can be one of the most emotional part of his story. She may want Emma to shine, but she may also know that bring things attract dangers. Our mothers can, from a difficult life, understand more than she says. She can hear our lies in her son's voice. She can see terribles in his eyes before he speaks. She may not know every detail, but he feels when the world is moving against him. Her love may come and advise, warning, silence, or prayer. Emma may not always listen because young men often think worry means lack of faith. But the mother fear is not weakness, it is experience. She may know that the city gives hope with one hand and takes something back with the others. If others is an older male figures around Emma's that figure can added and other kind of pressures. Man is such stories often speaks about strength, honors and survivals. Some teach the young to stand tall, others teach them to hide pain. Some have failed before and now speak with bitterness. Emers may receive many lessons from men who were broken by the same city. Some may tell him not to dream too much. Some may tell him to fight everyone. Some may tell him money in the only trust. Emmer must decide which voices to follow. This is not easy because every voice carries a piece of reality. The rich side of the story should also come closer now. In the beginning, the upper world may have looked like something far away, almost like a dream behind glass, but Emmer's road move forward, that world begins to notice him. And when powerful people notice someone like Emmer, the situations become dangerous. They may see his talent, but they may not see his soul. They may see his energy, but this is pain. They may see his usefulness, but not his dignity. This is one of the curious part of the class difference. People from below are often welcomed only when they can serve a purpose. The moment they ask for respect, the door begins to close. A powerful person may approach Emmer with kind words. He may offer help, guidance, or opportunity. At first, it may look like the answers to Emmer's prayers, but the audience should feel uneasy. In a drama like Altı, Üstü, Istanbul's help from powerful people rarely comes without a hidden cost. The cost may not be clear at once. It may start as a small request. Go here, meet his persons, keep quiet about this. Do not ask too many questions, accept his favors. Later, that small favors become a chance. Emir may not realize that the hand pulling him upward him also to behold his throat. This is why the second section should show Emir's learning the difference between chance and trap. A chance gives a person space to grow. A trap gives a person hope only to control him. Emir wants to believe in good chance because he has waited so long, but Ziyankar has taught him not to trust easily. This inner conflict can create strong scenes. He may look at him an opportunity and feels both excitement and suspicions. His family may feel him to be carefully. His creators may not push him to take him. His own heart may say, "This is what I wanted," but the city may be smiling with teeth hidden behind its lips. Love can also become more important in these sections. Love is Altı, Üstü, Istanbul should not be written as a simple escape from problem. It should be one more place where problems become visible. If Emir is drawn towards someone from another world, that connections can open a door in his heart. He may feel seen in a way he has never felt before. He may feel that someone understands the boy behind the angers. But love across different worlds, he is never only about two hearts, families, friends, money, reputations, and fear. He stands around that love. Emir, if two peoples want each other's, their world may not agree. For Emir, love can be dangerous because it softens him. A person who lives with dangers often useful hardness like armor. Love asks him to remove that armor even for a moment. This can feel beautiful but also frightening. If Emir lets someone close, that person can hurt him. If he shows his weakness, he may feel exposed. If the person he loves comes from the upper side of the Istanbul, he may worry that she sees him as less he is. He may become defense before she just before him. This can create misunderstanding. Many love stories are not destroyed by lack of love. They are destroyed by pride, fear, and things people cannot sky. The woman connected to Emir emotional world should also have her own strength. She should not exist only to admire him or cry for him. She may have her own bounds, her own secrets, and her own fights against the world she comes from. If she belongs to a richer side of Istanbul, that does not mean her life is simple. Money can hide sadness, but it does not erase it. She may live in a clean house but feels trapped by expectations. She may have choices on paper but no real freedom in her heart. This can make her connections with Emira's deeper. Both of them may be trapped, but in different cages. Still, their difference cannot be ignored. Emir problems are urgent and physically money, safety, family, street pressures, futures. Her problems may be emotional, social, or connected to control. Both are real, but they are not the same. If he says just follows your heart, Emir may feel angry because his heart is not the only thing he must feed. If he says you do not understand, she may feel pushed away even if she is trying to help. This is how class enters. It does not always appears as a loud argument. Sometimes it appears as two people using the same word but meaning different things. The phrase "there is no way out" can become a shadow over his whole sections. In does not only mean there is no physical road out of Ziyankars. It means people are trapped by doubt, loyalty, fear, shame, or aluminiums and old stories. Emir may think that if he becomes successful, he can leave, but it leaving is not only about moving to another's address. What if the anchor is also inside him? What if every insult he heard, every fight he survived, every fear he swallowed, and every promise he made follows him whenever he goes? This is a leave a place before he hurts. Does this is why Emma's journey should not be shown as a simple climb from poor to rich. It should be shown as a struggle to become free inside. In he becomes wealthy but still react to every insult like a wounded by he is free. If he enters the upper world but always feels like an outside, if he free. If he leaves the anchors but cannot sleep because his freedoms are still in danger, is free. True escape is not only about success. True escape means not letting pain decide every choice. Emir is for from that point, and that make his journey meaningful. The story can also shows how young people is youngers use homers to survive. This is important because too much darkness can make the world feel flat. People living hard live still laugh, they tease each other, make jokes, dream about impossible things, and turns pain into street comedy. Emir and his friend end up in his scenes, and once dangers is one part next. This contract make the story feels alive. The Omars become a small rebellion against despair. It says life is hard but are still here. This is kind of details that makes viewers love a friend group. They do not use suffers together, they live together, but Omars can also hide trust. A friend who jokes the almost may be the one hurting the most. A boy who laughing at dangers may be terrified but is alone. A person who make everyone smile may be carrying the darkest secrets. The second section can begin showing these hidden side. Maybe one friend it is terrible and does not tells anyone. Maybe and others he made a deals that he cannot escape. Maybe and others feel that Emir's dream is taking him away from the group. This secret can is quietly under the scenes until they rise at worst moments. Secrets are important because they create emotional tensions without needing constant action. The audience may know something Emir does not know, or the audience may feel that something is hiding something but know how what is. This creates a sense of unease in a neighborhood where everyone watches everyone's. Secrets are hard to keep, but people still keep because the trust can be even more dangerous. A secret is Ziyankar is like a small fire under dry wood. It may look controlled at first, but one light can burn everything. Money can be one of these fires. If someone in the group needs money urgently, He may start looking for a shortcut. This is where danger enters. Quality a person may say it is only one job, and other may nothing will happen, and others may say we are doing it family. These sentences sounds harmless, but they are often the beginning of a false. The series can show how crime or dangerous work does not always begin with a bad hurt. Sometimes it begins with a bill, a debt, a sick family members, of the humiliations of having no choice. This makes the story more painful because the audience understands the needs even while fearing the result. Emmer may be forced to decide how far he will go protect his people. This is a classic but powerful moral question. If a friend is in danger, does he risk his football future to help? If his family needs money, does he accept help for someone he does not trust? If someone insults his neighborhood, does he stay calm from dream or fight from his pride? Every choice costs something. If he chooses the dream, people can call him selfish. If he chooses the street, he may lose the dream. It is the trap. The city makes poor young people choose between things that should not be enemies: loyalty and futures, pride and pieces, family and freedom. A strong scene in the section could show Emmer alone. After a long day, he may sit somewhere high, looking at Istanbul's silent lights from there. The city may look beautiful, but he knows that beauty does not belong equally to everyone. He may see buildings where people sleep as safely while his own home carries fear. He may see roads leading everywhere but feels that none of them are open to him. This kind of quiet scenes can say more than a fight. It shows the long lines of ambitions. When everyone accepts you to win, you have no one to tell that you are fair. The football field should continue to be a symbol of both freedom and pressure. When Emmer's play, he can forget the world for a moment. The ball does not care where the was born. His body knows what to do. His mind becomes clear. But even there, the outside world follows him. If he is angry, he may play too harshly. If he is distracted, he may miss a chance. If someone tries to provoke him, his futures can be damaged in seconds. This is realistic because that talents need disciplines. Emmer may have the talent, but the question is whether he can protect it from his own storms. A coach or mentors figures could be very important for Emmer's. Good mentors would not only see his skills but also his dangers. He might tell Emmer that the hardest opponent he is the only players in front of him, but the angers inside him. Emmer may reject that is first. Young men often hate advice that touch the trust, but later he may remember it. A mentor can become the voice that keeps Emmer and other path. If the mentions belong to the upper world, Emmer may struggles to trust him. May struggles to trust him. He may think you do not know my life, and maybe he is partly night. A mentor can guide, cannot carry too for him. The series can become very strong if shown that Emmer is both gifted and followed. A perfect hero becomes boring. Emir should make mistake. He should speak too harshly. Sometimes he should push away people's care. He should trust the wrong persons once. He should believe he can control a situation and then realize he cannot. These mistakes do not make him weak as a character. If he or they make him real, the audience will forgive mistake if they understand where the comes for. Emma mistake comes from pressures, pride and fear. This is why viewers can stay with Evans when he choose badly. The upper world may also begins to show its own crack. Rich families and powerful peoples often look strong from outside, but inside there may be coldness, rivalry, lives or old crimes. Of persons like Emir enter their circles and accidentally disturb a hidden balance. He may become connected to a secret without knowing it. He may remind someone of a past mistake. He may become useful to one powerful person and dangerous to another. This can turn him into a pawn into a game. He does not understand. The strategy is that Emir may think he is finally moving toward his dream, while others are moving him like a piece on a road. This is where the themes of stolen future can become powerful. Many people in the storm may feel that their futures when taken from them. Emir may feel poverty stole his characters. His mother may feel life stole her peace. A powerful person may have stolen something from another family. A friend may feel Emir rise in stealing the group all unity. The idea of a stolen futures can connect many characters. Everyone wants something back. Respect, money, love, safety, youth, dignity. When people feel robbed by life, they can become dangerous. They may demand payment from the wrong persons. The line about giving a future to a sons, which appear in a public promo language, can be understood emotionally as a demand for justice. A parents who believe that child future was stolen can become fairness. Parents in such stories do not only want revenge for themselves, they want the child to receive what was denied. This creates a deep conflict because the next generation is forced to carry the pain of the previous one's. Emir may not only be fighting for himself, he may be carrying old angers that begins before him. That is heavy. A young person should not have to fix every broken stone left by adults, but life often places where the burden on him. Ziyankars may have many old stories like this. Every street may have a family that lost something, a father who disappeared into debt, a mother who gave up her dreams, a young man who entered troubles and never returns the same, a girl who was told to be quiet, a worker who has cheated. These old stories created the mood of the neighborhood. People do not trust easily because they have seen too much much when Emir says he wills to be different. Some may smile sadly because they have heard that sentence before. This does not mean they do not love him. It means hope hurt them before. This scene section should use this trials hope carefully. The people of Ziyankar may want Emir to success, but they may fear believing too much. Belief becomes dangerous when life often disappoints you. If you believe in Emir and fails, he will feel another free loss. So some may protect themselves by doubting him. They may say, do not dream too much. They may say, people like us do not reach there. These words can sound cruel, but sometimes they come fierce. Emir must have fight not only open enemies, but have also the hopeless, the peoples who live from love him. The young peoples, however, still have a different energy. They have not fully surrendered. They still image chance. This is why Emir and his friend matters. They carry the last fire of place that has been tried by hardship, but young fire can burn it in directions. It can light burn in two directions. It can light the way of it can guide, can rise, it can used by dangerous people, they can fall. The story tensions leave his deadline. Who will guide these young people? Who will use them? Who will save them for themselves? Who will save them for themselves? Betrayal should begin slowly, not suddenly. The most painful betrayal are the one of the grows in silence. Maybe a friend starts meeting someone in secret. Maybe he tells himself he will explain later. Maybe he thinks one is the better than a fight. Maybe he believes Emir would not understand. Each small decisions move him futures away from honesty. But the times trust comes out, he may have gone too far returns easily. The audience should feel sadness, not only shock. They should think if he had spoke earlier, he may this cold have been stopped. This is the how real betrayal often feels. Emir's reactions to betrayal will show who is becoming. If he explodes with angers, what will be understandable? What will he listens? Will he ask why? Will he see the pain behind his mistake? Or will pride close his heart? This matters because leadership is not only about strength. Emir not becomes the emotional leader of his friend, but a leader must do more than fight. He must understand people. He must know when to forgive and when to walk away. He must know that loyalty without trust becomes poison. The story can show Emir learning this slowly and painfully. Another strong theme is shame. Poor people are made to feel shame from needing help, for wearing old clothes, for living in crowded home, for not having enough. Shame can make people lie. It can make them pretend they are fine. It can make them hide debt, failures, and fears. It's Ziyankar's shape, maybe when everywhere, but no one names it. Emir may feel shame when he stands beside Richard's people. His friend may feel shame when they cannot help their families. Our parents may feel shame for not giving their child a better life. This hidden shame can push characters into dangerous choice. This series can also show how Istanbul can also show herself creates desire. The city is always showing people what they cannot have. Expense cars passes through streets when child while play little bright whites shine above. Dark home restaurants, clubs, offices and luxury houses stand out for him. Places where people count coins. The closeness is cruel if they were far away. Maybe it would hurt less, but in Istanbul's different world can stay side by side. Emir can see the life has won by seeing it does not means he can touch it. This create hunger, and hunger can make people brave or reckless. The second sections can make the audience feel the Emir is beginning to understand the side of the game. At first, he may think he fights his personal. He may must trail, play well, protect his family, and avoid troubles. But slowly, he may realize that may people have planned around him. His talent, his value, his anger has value, his loyalty has value, even his pain he has value to people who know how to use it. These realizations can be frightening. Emir may ask himself who he is trust. The answers may become smaller with every episode. Trust is heart of story. Without trust, friendship breaks, love becomes fear, family becomes silence, and opportunity becomes dangers. Emir must decide, must to trust, but every choice is risky. If trust one chooses alone, becomes alone. If he trusts too easily, if he turns, this is also balance, especially for someone raised in a person like Emir may test people without meaning to. He may push them hide feeling to see if they understand, but they survive forever under feels test. At some points he must open his heart to lose people. This woman the story can begin the bring another trust form story can bring another form of trust. They may seize what with refuse to see. Mothers may seize that are walking toward dangers. A love may can. Emir is using anger to avoid pain. A sister or friend may seize the jealousy growing among the boys. Women in such stories often carries emotional intelligence because they have had to survive by reading the room carefully. They have when a pride when it's about create disasters. Pride about create disasters. They know when silence means fear. If the series fears them strong voices, they can become the moral central of the story. Still, the women should not only be theirs. Women, when they should have their own dreams and conflicts. A woman in Ziyankar may want education, respect, safety, or freedom from family control. A woman from the upper world and may not rule of the golden rules that look beautiful but feels like prisons. The story can connect with Emir's journey because everyone is trying to escape something. The difference is that each cage has a different shape. Some cages are made of poverty, some are made of family expectations, some are made of reputations, some are made of past mistake. The second sections should also build the came, feeling is time running out. Good drama needs pressures. Emma cannot feels like her his endless time. Maybe an important watch is coming, maybe a debt may be paid, maybe an enemy is getting close, maybe a secret about to come out. Maybe our relationship is reaching a breaking point. This sense of time makes every decision sharper. When people have time, they have think. When time is short, they reveal who they really are. Anger under pressure may become more honest, more dangerous, or both. A major strength of Alti used to Istanbul can be use of small details, the sound of ball hitting a wall, friends sitting on a crib at night, a mother's looking broad a window, a rich wears. Everyone speaks politely, but no one says the trust. A street arguments that stop when an old person arrives, a young man washing him after crying so no one sees. These details make the world real. They also help avoid repetitions because the story does not need to keep saying life is hard. It can show hardship through actions, silence, and mood. Our biggest emotional fear may be failure, not normal failures, but the kind of failure that comes from what other always said about him. If he fails, he may hear every doubter in his head. He may feel that he has failed his family, his pride, feel the child version of himself who believe in better days. This fear can make him push too hard. It can make him play injured, accept risky offer or pride problems. People who cannot accept failure often walk into bigger failures. Immer must learn that one lost chance is not the end of his life. But when you came from a place with every few chances, every chance feels like the last one. This is another unfair trust. Rich people often get many chances. If they fail once, they may try again. Their families, schools, and connections catch them. Poor people often feel they have one door, one moment, one person, one might help. If he misses, it would be full fall back of years. Emers understand this even does not say it. This is why his dream feels under. This is why audience roots of them. They are not only watching a young man trying to win, they are watching a young man fight against the idea that life gives some people endless chance and give others only one. The story should also show how dangerous can look normal is. Younger people may pass by troubles without reacting because they are used to it. A heated argument, a warning look at debt collectors, a police siren, a crying neighbor, a broken promise. These things may be part of daily life. For outsiders, they may look shocking. For the people living their routines, this normal danger shape Emma. He may not realize how much fear he carries because everyone around his carries it too. When he enters another world, he may notice that different some people live without always preparing for the next blow. These dead realizations can be painful. Emma's relationship with Istanbul can become almost personal. Can man love the story and hate it at the same time? Istanbul gives him beauty, memories, friendship, and dreams. It can show gives him class, walls, danger, and humiliations. This love-hate feeling is powerful. Many people feel this way about the place they rest. Then they want to leave, but they also defend an outsider, insult it. Emir may complain about Ziyankar's up, but it someone for outsiders look down and he may becomes furious. This is because the neighborhood is tied to his identity. He can criticize it because if his ears others cannot insult it and other insulting him. This create one of the deepest conflict in the story. Emir wants to escape the condition of Ziyankars, but he does not want to erase Ziyankars from herself. He wants to better life, but he does not want becomes then the kind of person who look down or people like him. The upper world may pressure him to change the laws, his speech, his manners, his friend, maybe even his name. Some change may help him grow, others may feel like betrayals. Emma may learn the difference. Pretend growth make a person's bigger, pretending make a person's hollow. This is especially important if Emma's success starts attracting because attentions. People may tell him how to act, smile more, be clamor, speak less. Do not bring those friends. Do not mention that people's do not show anger. Some of the advice may not be practical, but it him to cut part of himself. He may resist even when the advice could help them. This is realistic because dignity and pride often mix together. A person who has been judged all of his life may not want to be fixed by people when who never live to survive the world. The sections should let Emers face a moment where the must control himself. Maybe someone insult him, maybe someone tries to provoke him on the field is a rich environment. The old Emers would answer quickly. The Emers who want a future must think this moment can be powerful because this is strain. It's someone harder than fighting. Anyone can throw a push punch. When angry, it can deeper strength to swallow anger when your future is on the line. But swallowing anger also hurts. Emmer may walk away, feels like a betrayal himself. Later, he may understand. Then walking away can also be a form of victory. At the same time, the story should make a peace look easily. These are moments when walking away, side and moment when silence help the oppressors. Emmer must learn when is fighting and when it's to wait. This is one of the hardest lessons in life. In the first every battle he will lose his path. If he fights none, he will lose himself. These right choices change each situation. Good drama comes from placing he is moment from there is no perfect answers. The perfect people around the story may understand the better. Emma they may know how to use legal language. Social power are and quiet threat. They do not need to shout. These dangers come from clean, calm control. This can make them more frightening than street enemies. A street enemy show his anger openly. A powerful enemy may smile, shake your hand, and destroy your future through a phone calls. Emmer may world has taught his how to handle open dangers. It has not fully prepared him to polite dangers. This can become an important part of his growth. These shows can use children of young young tears is youngers to reflect Emir's past. A younger boy may look up to him. He may see Emir as proof that escape is possible. This can affect Emir deeply. It can remind him that choices are losing watches. If he takes the wrong road, young one may follow. If he carries with dignity, this they may believe in a better path. This adds another layer of responsibility. Emir does not only carry his family hope, he may carry the neighborhood's imagination. This is heavy crown of someone still trying to understand himself. They may also be characters who do not want Emir to become a symbol of hope. People who profit from hopeless neighborhood do not like hopeless. Young people's hope makes people harder to control. If Emir becomes successful, others may start believing they can demand more than life. They can disturb locals' power, criminals' figure, or even respectful looking peoples who benefit from keeping Ziyankars weak from stopping Emir's may not personal. At first, may be practical, he became dangerous because he proved that the story people tell about Ziyankars is not complete. The second section should make these angers clear. At first, Emir may think this clear world is blocking by accident. Later, he may that some people actively want him to fail. This realization can harden him, but it can also sharpen him. He may begin to understand that talent must be protected by wisdom. He cannot only run fast, he may think fast. He cannot only trust emotions, he must learn strategy. This is how a young hero grows, not by losing his heart, but learning how to protect it. One possible emotional turning point is a fight between Emir and someone close to him. The argument should not be simple. Both sides should have trust. Maybe his mother tell him he is changing. Emir say he is changing because life force his. Maybe a friend says he is forgetting them. Emir say he is trying to save them. Maybe a loves he does not trust her. Emir says trust is expensive. Where he comes from, such scenes work because no one is fully wrong. The pain comes from trust crashing into each other. The audience should feel that Emir is becoming more alone even while surrounded by people. This is common from someone chasing chairs, but when the road becomes difficult, the dreamers enter a private battle. Others may support him, but they cannot feel every fear. Animals may stop sharing because he does not want to carry his family. He may hide things from friends because he does not want judgment. He may hide weakness from the persons he loves from because he wants to look strong. Slowly be inside trap inside his own silence. This silence can be dangerous because it leaves him alone with his angers. A beautiful part of the story could be a scene where Embers finally admit fear to someone, not a big speech, just a simple trust. Maybe he says, I am tired. Maybe he says, I do not know if I too can do this. Such a moment can be stronger than any action scenes if show the human side of our characters. Often look top viewers connect with valuability because